Get ready to fly and charge into the final, last challenge of Spyro the Dragon ASMR. Welcome, my friends, both people who have been watching the entire series and newcomers. In the previous episode, we cleared the Dreamweaver's world. All that is left is the final stage of the game. We enter Gnasty Gnorc's world in Spyro the Dragon ASMR. Please enjoy the final challenge, my friends. Now for all the bright and cheery colors. It's getting ominous. We are now in Gnasty Gnorc's world. It's only a hub, so there's only a handful of treasures to grab here, but there's a catch to it all. In this episode, we will finally defeat Gnasty Gnorc, the source of all this ruin in the world. First of all, we have the first stage, Gnorc Cove, and other stages hidden behind these dragon heads. Spyro is going to have to go through every single one of them before we can call this ASMR entertainment experience complete. The balloonist that took us there, Amos. One dragon to rescue. We've rescued Delbin.
Hey, didn't I already free you?
You're in Gnasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring him on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Gnasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Gnorc himself.
Alright, 75 dragons freed. In order for the other worlds to unlock, we must clear the first one, Gnorc Cove. Let's save our game. This is the final challenge of Spyro the Dragon ASMR, so I hope you will enjoy it, my friends, as well as the rest of the adventure. There's no point really going to grab all the treasure in this hub area, as we haven't unlocked all of them yet. Let's enter Gnorc Cove and begin the first stage of taking down Gnasty Gnorc. 10,275 treasure. We are drawing ever so closer to the end as we enter Gnorc Cove. This game's going to throw everything it has at us, but luckily Spyro and Sparks have this covered, as do I. Now, these metal barrels cannot be flamed, but with Spyro's strength, they can be brushed aside. I am still going to treat this as a typical Spyro level, so there are dragons to be freed and treasure to be found. There's a fortune to be had in Spyro ASMR. Now, TNT barrel. Igniting it allows us to destroy the chest that was very conveniently placed next to it. These Gnorc factories hold many treasures as well as imprisoned dragons. But I know, with you, my spirits within, my viewers at my side, nothing is impossible. Oh, well, we disarmed them. Quite literally took their armor off. So we could have flamed them if we wanted to. But, you know, I have experience with a certain barrel of doom, so it felt appropriate. Don't know where that's coming from. Anyways, grabbing more treasure. We have to be careful with our glide. The enemies are going to be very aggressive, but we also want to explore the world and obtain all the treasure, not just merely reach the end. This episode, I intend on completely obtaining every single piece of treasure in the game, as well as rescuing every single dragon, as we rescue this one, Latif.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Gnasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Gnorc boots if I were him.
Alright, 76 dragons rescued. Now, this is one thing about Spyro the Dragon ASMR. You can complete the game conventionally if you wish and just defeat Gnasty Gnorc. But I want this series completed to my standard. So, in this particular instance, I want to obtain all treasure obtainable in the game, as well as rescue all the dragons, to obtain the true ending of the game. This requires us to look in every small area possible and defeat every enemy we can, because this will give us all the treasure, allow us to rescue all the dragons, as well as face Gnasty Gnorc himself. These worlds are quite different in their designs. We went from a world of magic to a world of darkness, and now we are in a world littered with factories and boats. Gnasty's influence. But we can take them all down. This barrel isn't spawning. Oh well. We're able to take down this foe because we took that armor off. And we gain an extra life, making it number 39. That's number Wang. Now, using the camera, we can make very good use of being able to look around. It's one of the most underrated features in a game that can really save you a lot of bother. Simply scouting the area, using your vision, and seeing what lies ahead if the opportunity arises. It allows you to see hazards, as well as admire the scenery. I highly recommend it for someone playing a game. Don't be afraid to stop now and then, just enjoy the view. After all, you never know what you might miss, like this little bit of treasure here sitting in the background. Now, Gnorc Cove is absolutely littered with enemies and treasures to be found, but I know we'll grab every single one of them and defeat all of Gnasty Gnorc's minions, drawing ever so closer to Gnasty Gnorc himself. I do sympathize with Gnasty Gnorc though. It was the dragons who antagonized them. They could have cast a spell anytime they wanted. But you know, calling a Gnorc ugly, that's a low blow. What doesn't blow is grabbing all this treasure. We're getting on pretty well progressing in Gnorc Cove. So we gotta love that. Gonna use this barrel, launch it, and it explodes, opening this chest that does not have a key. Alright. I love the sense of progression. It's part of why I enjoy making these ASMR entertainment videos. It's getting to share the entire experience of a game. You get to see the feeling of going from the artisan world to the Dreamweaver's world to eventually Gnasty's world. Going through different vibes, different feels of every world, all culminating in a final encounter. I'm gonna try and make sure this is the most complete ASMR Spyro the Dragon Hedgehog. Yeah. Hedgehog. Spyro the Dragon experience you can find. Old habits. Yeah, that's a habit I have from making Sonic the Hedgehog videos. Wanting to give you the most complete experience. Hence why I accidentally called him Spyro the Dragon Hedgehog. That's a fanfiction character if I've ever had one. We've rescued Tomas.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
You gotta believe that I'll stay on track when I'm talking in the background of this video and gameplay. I'm never gonna get over that. Spyro the Dragon Hedgehog. That is a fanfiction character if I've ever had one. But yeah, I just got in the habit because when I record games such as Sonic the Hedgehog, which by the way you can feel very free to check out on my channel, I really try and aim to give you the most complete and cohesive experience possible under ASMR circumstances. That means wherever it is applicable, I'd like to give you games with their true endings, all enemies defeated, all items obtained, that kind of thing. Hence why I accidentally called him Spyro the Dragon Hedgehog, because I'm so used to filming Spyro content intermingled with Sonic the Hedgehog content. But don't worry, we're gonna go into many different worlds besides Spyro. That, I promise you. We can range from fantasy worlds that are family-friendly to more mature experiences. And I'm just glad no matter if you're a fan of the more lighthearted stuff or the more mature, dark, gritty stuff, that you're just having a relaxed, chilled out, entertaining time. Thank you for joining us as we continue to go through Gnorc Cove, wreaking devastation. These Gnorcs don't stand a chance. Thank you for your love, support, and kindness, even as I fumble my way through the dialogue. But the gameplay is solid. We're grabbing so many pieces of treasure. Before you know it, we'll be staring down Gnasty Gnorc in record time. If anything, I think this final episode might be shorter than the other episodes, such as the Beastmaker's world and the Dreamweaver's world, which have much more exploration. The areas in Gnasty's world are much more condensed, so it's easier to find the treasure. It's all about avoiding the enemies and the hazards in the background. Look at this. All this treasure hidden around, and there's not really any enemy sentries to stop us. Still, we have to explore and find them all. Rather than going back into a world multiple times, we can see the exit there. Rather than go straight for the exit, we're going to grab everything we can to get it done on the first go. Alright, continuing on, a careful glide. From Spyro the Dragon Hedgehog. No, just Spyro the Dragon. Old habits die hard, I guess. Now, doing very, very well. I would say we're almost about to obtain all of the treasure. Dare I say there was one chest left before the exit of the level? No, they just give it to us. Alright, Gnorc Cove is completed, with all dragons rescued, and all treasure obtained, 400. Let's return home to Gnasty's world. This will allow us to unlock the next area and begin our pursuit of the nefarious Gnasty Gnorc. Now that we have defeated Gnorc Cove, one of these dragon heads will open up, revealing a chest with treasure inside. Twilight Harbor is the next level. As you can see, rather than the other overworlds, where you have to really explore and find all the treasure, we have to clear all the levels, and the dragon heads will reveal the treasure. Now, let's hop straight into Twilight Harbor. Despite the ominous background of Gnasty Gnorc's army, this is quite a beautiful level. The sunset. Because the sun will be setting soon in this ASMR entertainment series that I hope you love and cherish, and has hopefully helped you get some sleep, relaxation, nostalgia, or perhaps a mixture of all of them. Now, these enemies are much more aggressive than previous worlds, much more military-based, but I know Spyro and Sparks can pull this off, so long as we master the system. And we gain our 41st extra life. That's number one. Now, continuing on, we'll get to see the beautiful sunset in the background. Look at that. That's magnificent. Even in the final stage, we can still admire the beauty of the level design. It would have been very easy to make this a level filled with thunderstorms, darkness, and clouds. Dark clouds, if you will. And still, it's pretty to look at and fun to play through, although it is challenging. This enemy going rat-a-tat, trying to take down Spyro and Sparks. We got this covered, though. Excellent. Continue going through the level and obtaining as much treasure as we can. There's a dragon in the background who needs saving. Because of the nature of this level, there's a lot of space. So, it becomes easier to navigate obstacles. Even though I just failed big time there, there's a lot of recovery room, so long as you're careful as we rescue Cosmos.
Thank you for releasing me.
No, interrupted my dialogue, but still, 78 dragons rescued, that's almost all of them. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Enemy throwing grenades at us. Granada! There's a chest here that we cannot unlock with a key, so let's get Sparks back to full health, and in essence, Spyro. As we continue, excellent. Twilight Harbor, despite being one of the final stages of the game, is actually quite chilled out if you can deal with the enemies. Quite wide open spaces to evade enemy fire. And even if you don't, there's plenty of butterflies around to recover your health. Because we do love our butterflies now, don't we? A drawbridge here that we can trigger. Now, what purpose does this serve? Guess we're gonna have to find out as we go forwards. There is a dragon to be rescued, and an area behind us. There must be some way to reach it, and I'm willing to bet it's something to do with a supercharge. Get another butterfly, recover our health, and enjoy the vibes of the level. I'll leave you for 2 minutes to enjoy the music and the action. Please enjoy, my friends. As you can see, there are plenty of hidden areas even in Twilight Harbor. We made use of the supercharge to reach this upper section. If we continue properly, we smash into this chest, which cannot be unlocked with a key, but with a supercharge, Spyro is the key. We got the secret. Now that we unlocked all that treasure, I wonder if there's anything else lying around here, waiting to be discovered. Let's take one more supercharge and see if we can find something. I got a sneaking suspicion the Shadow Realm whispers to me. Look at this, in a tucked away area. Whoops. Yeah, the Shadow Realm whispers to me, but I can still mess up. In that tucked away part of the building was an extra life. Let's go the extra mile and see if we can grab it. I need to watch my glide when I'm doing these things. So, trigger the bridge, which gives you elevation to jump up here. Now, don't glide too soon, otherwise you'll bump off and do something like this. Whoops. Don't worry, Sparks taking the hit for us. The risks that we take to get you an extra life, huh? Risk versus reward. Well, I want that reward. Luckily, these later levels of Gnasty Gnorc's world are very generous with giving you health power-ups, knowing how challenging the enemies are going to be. So, let's try one more time. Oh, we need to put the bridge up. I'm getting a little bit careless now, aren't I? Not to worry. It's a carefree adventure, I should say. You just gotta sit back and relax. Even if I deal with a frustrating moment like this, I hope you're having a chilled out, relaxed, nostalgic time. Entertainment, ASMR, whatever it is you get out of this, I hope you enjoy. We finally got it. The 43rd extra life. That's number Wang. Now, let's rescue a dragon, and I'll leave you for another moment to enjoy the chill atmosphere.
Be on the lookout for Gnorc commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Getting on pretty well, huh? Even as these Gnasty Gnorc commandos try and blaze us down, even if we make a mistake, there's plenty of space for recovery. Even in a dire situation like that, Sparks is keeping us well protected. And look at us now, at the natural end progression of the level. I wonder, is this enough to take us to the maximum treasure? I think it is. 400 treasure obtained, and all dragons rescued. Now, Twilight Harbor is now complete. Take a moment to admire the atmosphere as we return home to Gnasty Gnorc's world. More combat-oriented these levels, less exploration. But now, things are going to get serious, as we are getting incredibly close to the end of this great adventure. Now another dragon head is about to open up. Let's get our health back. We need to go fully prepared for the final confrontation. The dragon head is opened with another piece of treasure. It's now time for the final boss encounter, Gnasty Gnorc themselves. Please enjoy, my friends, as we have gone from the artisan world to the peacekeeper's world, to the magic crafter's world, beastmaker's and dreamweaver's world. It's all been building up to this moment as we have 96% completion. We have to defeat Gnasty Gnorc, obtain all the remaining treasure. Look at this. Every single level is 100% completed. Or is it? Only one way to find out. But first, we must defeat Gnasty Gnorc themselves, and the final boss of Spyro the Dragon. ASMR. Please enjoy, my friends, the final challenge. Let's get Gnorctastic and do this, my friends. Alright, let's get psyched up and go confronting Gnasty Gnorc. 10,000. 11,120. There is Gnasty Gnorc themselves, launching magical energy blasts at us. We cannot reach them, however. There's a keyhole underneath them, so that must mean we need a key in order to deal damage to Gnasty. Not an egg thief, but a key thief. Let's see if we can grab him. Gotcha. Ape escape flashbacks there. Gotcha. Now that we have the key, We can either open the platform leading to Gnasty, or perhaps an alternative path. Gnasty Gnorc, camping up there. Filthy camper. Still, let's go up here, grab all the treasure we can. Even the final stage, Gnasty Gnorc, has a whole level that needs to be explored before we can call this adventure complete. The key doesn't work on Gnasty Gnorc's platform, so we're gonna have to go through this alternative path down this door, but we'll go through this tunnel to see if there's any treasure we missed. After all, I want this completed to my standard. This great adventure has to be completed the right way, at least in my eyes. And hopefully for your eyes, you're having a fun and relaxing ASMR entertainment experience as we say Alakazam and open the door. Now we're gonna chase down another egg thief. We'll take our time though, as the egg thieves or key thieves or treasure thieves tend to go in a perfect loop. So I don't need to worry about chasing them and missing an opportunity. We'll catch up with them eventually. Now that we have all this treasure in that section, we chase down the thief and obtain the key. Come on, don't make me run after you. Gotcha. Alright, with this key we can finally lower the platform and take on Gnasty Gnorc themselves directly. Evading. Making a hasty retreat, say the magic word. Alakazam, go get this guy. Spyro, Sparks, you know what to do. Chase him down. There's still treasure to be found. I'll take my time. Gnasty Gnorc will go in a loop when we chase them down just like a dragon egg thief. But don't worry, we'll catch up and take down Gnasty Gnorc. We want to get everything in this ASMR entertainment playthrough. Come on. I can safely say we've gotten a lot of the treasure that's in the direct path. Now we have all that, we can focus on taking out the primary threat, Gnasty Gnorc. Alright, let's give chase. He's not running, he's fighting in the other direction. Let's toast that Gnasty Gnorc, as Spyro would say. And Sparks would just probably go something like, bzz, 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 bzz. I don't know, what do you think? Right, give chase to Gnasty Gnorc before they can run and do another loop, giving Spyro a cardio session. We damage Gnasty Gnorc, dropping 25 pieces of treasure. Now give chase. These platforms are going to disappear forever, so we cannot afford to fall off of them. Gotta do this quickly. If we mess up this glide, it's all over. We gotta do the level all the way from the start. Almost there. Alright, Gnasty Gnorc. You're toast.
You're toast, Gnorc.
Gnasty Gnorc goes down.
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Gnasty Gnorc?
Gnasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Sky is the limit. As we draw to a close, Spyro the Dragon, ASMR. I hope you've enjoyed this adventure, my friends. Look at the background. We have come from humble beginnings of the artisan world, where we took down Toasty, one of Gnasty Gnorc's minions. Although it feels like something's missing. But still, it's time as the credits roll to reminisce about this wonderful game. When I started this Spyro the Dragon ASMR series, it's actually because I I was very unwell. I was ill. And I was trying to think, well, what's a cozy game I can play that I don't need to put too much time and effort into? And I thought Spyro was a game I really enjoyed in my youth. So, I decided to share it with every single one of you. And so I hope I have given you entertaining and relaxing results. Gnasty Gnorc is finished. Gnasty Gnorc is toast. But that isn't quite the end of this adventure. After all, Spyro just said I still have some treasure to collect. Now, this may seem as though we just need to pick up one more treasure chest in Gnasty Gnorc's world, but there is in fact a little bit more to this. You know, I deliberately left a world out of a previous episode, the one we started on, the Artisan world. Some people who are Spyro maniacs and fans are probably thinking, "You idiot, you left a level out." But I did, but for my own sadistic purposes. There is a level in the Artisan world that I have not explored yet on purpose, because I thought it would be quite a nice way to round up this ASMR entertainment series. There is a flying level hidden inside the Artisan world. We only got the hint in the... Oh, no sheep were harmed during the creation of this game. That's good to know. A few Gnorcs, but no sheep. Returning home. Yeah, we're not done with this adventure just yet. You aren't rid of me quite yet. There is another dragon to rescue here. There's 2 things left to do. Make it free, actually, as we rescue Magnus.
Gnasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Gnasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
80 dragons rescued. Every single dragon in Spyro the Dragon ASMR has been rescued. But there is a single level left to complete. Or should I make it 2? Now, we have 98% completion due to our diligent means of collecting all treasure, dragon eggs, and rescuing dragons themselves. I deliberately left out an area in the Artisan's world, because you're not supposed to go there. You can at the very beginning if you wish, but you do not get the hint until the Magic Crafter's world. I deliberately left it out on purpose, because I feel like it rounds up the video series. From Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. We're going back to the world where it all started, the Artisan's world. In this world is a flying level, which has some of the missing treasure we are looking for. So, going from Gnasty's world, the end of the game, back to the very beginning. The nostalgic level of the Artisan's world actually hides a secret at this waterfall. Now, the Magic Crafter's world dragon told us if you jump on these platforms, there is a secret level. Behind here is Sunny Flight. You thought it was weird we just started doing flying levels as soon as we entered part 2, the Peacekeeper's world. This is the missing treasure we need to reach 100% completion. So please enjoy as we do Sunny Flight and Spyro the Dragon ASMR. All we gotta do is grab all of the objectives in a single go. And this is gonna be a lot of fun. Now, treasure chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We got plenty of time to do this, so let's just chill and enjoy the experience. All the treasure chests have been broke. Now, we fly under these arches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wunderbar. 7, 8. Now all we gotta do is get these trains. Choo-choo. I choo-choo choose you to be the last objective we clear before we obtain 100% completion in Spyro ASMR. The first and final flying level of the game is the very first one that I deliberately hid from you all because I just like to torment my viewers. Sorry about that. But look at this. For doing it all in one go, we obtain 300 treasure. Now how does that wrap things up? 300 treasure. That brings us to 12,000. And check out what this does to our progression as we sit and chill in the Artisan world. Just enjoying some chill vibes of the Artisan world. Spyro's home. Look at our progression. 100% complete. The Artisan's world. Peacekeeper's world. Magic Crafter's world. Beastmaker's world, the most challenging. Dreamweaver's world. And finally, Gnasty's world. We have completed the game to 100% completion. But why hasn't the video ended yet? Well, Spyro the Dragon has a cool little bonus. Some games, and Spyro the Dragon is one of them, give you an extra reason to complete everything. There is a true ending to unlock. So let's go from the beginning to the end, as we go back to Gnasty's world. Now that we have 100% completion, a final, definitive level shall unlock on the right. This level will conclude this ASMR entertainment experience. This world is simply known as Gnasty's Loot, the final treasure to be obtained before we get the true ending of the game. Please enjoy as we go into Gnasty's Loot and obtain it for ourselves and draw to a close beyond 100% completion. Because after all, we go to infinity and beyond. Entering Gnasty's Loot, a bonus level obtained by 100% completion. It's time to celebrate. This is the final level of this series, of one that I hope every one of you enjoys. Now look, in this level, Spyro can freely fly just like in the flight sections of the game. Now imagine how overpowered and broken and easy the game would be if we had this from the start. We can freely fly. Most of the treasures in this level are of a high value, so the only objective in this level is to obtain all of the treasure. Once we obtain all the last of Gnasty's loot, we can clearly say that Spyro the Dragon ASMR is complete. What are your memories as we grab treasure of Spyro the Dragon ASMR? Not just this ASMR series, but the game itself. Have you ever played it for yourself? Do you have childhood memories? Adult memories? Does this game hold a special place in your heart? Either way, as we grab this pesky key thief, I hope I brought something positive to your life. An enriching, positive, fun experience. And if you've made it this far, either from the beginning since the Artisan's World, or since joining in on this episode, I hope you have had a wonderful time, because all we got left is to just grab all the treasure. I'm getting into my Wario mode right now. Yeah, must find all the treasure. Yeah, Wario #1 in Spyro ASMR. Okay, distractions aside, that is the objective. Grab all the loot. Gnasty stole this from all the dragons, so we're not really stealing it. No. I'm taking it back. As we draw near to the close of Spyro the Dragon ASMR, I'd like to just inform you that there are many different game series. If you're joining for the first time, I do other games. And if you go into my channel and check the playlist section, I hope you'll be pleasantly surprised and find something to your tastes. I'm continually evolving and adding more and more gaming experiences, as well as role plays and other alternative, fun ASMR videos. For every single one of you, me, Alakazam. Glad to have you here, whether you're subscribed or not. Thanks for making it this far in the video. Feel free to check out my other content, as this content, Spyro, Episode 6, is getting very close to its conclusion. It's very satisfying conclusion. Alright, come on. Key thief. 400 treasure. Gnasty loots an interesting level. We're not just grabbing 300 or 400 treasure, we're going beyond. All of the treasure here is of high value. Bare minimum, we found 10 at a time. And with the ability to freely fly, we're going to be able to reach it just fine. They actually give you a whole level to play around in, as a reward for completing the game. The developer's basically saying, well done, grab the last of the treasure, and we hope you enjoyed the experience. I certainly have. Now, with the key, we open this door. Alakazam. A plane. Gonna have to catch that plane. It's an enemy that must be defeated that will drop some treasure. Now, whether we can pull this off immediately, I do not know. Come on. Ah, almost got him. Hey, there's pyrotechnics here. Fireworks. Pew. That'll break open this chest. Excellent. Must mean there's more pyro, or fireworks around here. We need more pyro for Spyro, am I right? Yeah? Huh? Okay, one more here. Strike a match or a flame breath. Pew. Excellent. One more bit of pyrotechnics up here. Take a sharp turn here. If we use the momentum from gliding, we can very gradually go up. So the further down we go, the better our glide upwards will be. We can use this to gain momentum and a little bit of speed. Before you know it, a thief in a plane. Oh, come on. We almost got you. Gotcha. Alright. What I assume is the final key. So there must be more fireworks nearby that will allow us to break open that chest. Yeah, that'll open up this section. I don't know if it's final, but it's getting pretty close to it, isn't it? Yeah, not the final key of the game. We are getting there gradually, though. Another thief holding a key in the plane. Alright, more pyro. 2 chests here needing opened up. Pew. Oh, what a dramatic landing. I love it. 865 treasure. That's almost double than some levels we would normally encounter. Come on, more pyro. Pew. Gnasty's loot still has a lot of secrets to uncover. It is the final reward from the developers, and I think that's so great. The developers allow you to just beat the game normally, but they reward completionists for wanting to complete everything. It's not like you just beat the whole game 100% and then they're basically like, alright, cool, we won't even acknowledge it. They do give you something to play around in. A whole bonus level's a sweet extra. Now, let's keep using our flight. Try and get this. Need to catch this plane. Imagine how broken it would be if we had this full flight ability from the very beginning. We have to use the momentum from going down to speed up our flight. We're getting closer though. So we'll take the path the plane is taking. Getting ever so close. Don't worry, my friends. We just about got this. Come on. Gnasty Gnorc is toast, but the treasure's still to be had. Gotcha. Gotcha. The final key of Spyro the Dragon ASMR. Now let's use our flight ability to go up and open the doors. Say the magic word, Alakazam, and the door opens. A single piece of treasure, but very important, as even a single piece of treasure is enough to lock us out of the true ending of the game. Now let's see what treasure is left behind. What other area have we not explored? This top area here. We can return home from the teleporter here. But I'm not content until we've found absolutely everything amongst Gnasty's loot. So let's enjoy a simple glide. Need quite a bit of momentum to make our way up here. Nah, not quite a smooth landing. Get a bit of momentum going, come on. Let's go from the highest vantage point we can find. Let's fly from this hidden section here. Dive down, up. Huh. Let's give that another go. Oh, hey, we made it. We can return home from this teleporter, but look, a massive amount of treasure hidden in here, and a picture of Gnasty Gnorc himself. This is the final stash of Gnasty's loot. Take a look at our fallen foe, Gnasty Gnorc himself. Well, sorry Gnasty, but you're toast. It's time to grab all the loot, as we are about to unlock the true ending of Spyro the Dragon. ASMR. 1800, 1900, rising all the way up to 2000 treasure. This clears Gnasty's loot and 120% completion in Spyro the Dragon ASMR. As we exit this world, we exit to a new adventure as this one draws to a close. Thank you for everything.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
And now, the true ending of the game has been cleared. And now you get the true ending of this ASMR entertainment series. Thank you very much, my friends, for joining me to this conclusion to Spyro the Dragon ASMR. I have deeply enjoyed bringing this series to you all, and to think it all originated from me being unwell. I should be sick and unwell more often, don't you think? But I have fond memories of Spyro from childhood. I don't know why I associate it. Maybe as a kid I just wanted a simple game to play. And Spyro was filled with secrets, fun, bosses, and it was just overall fun to play as a kid. And now into adulthood, I'm glad to share this experience with every single one of you. Now, all you have to do anytime you feel like you need a bit of comfort is to check out this ASMR series. I'll always be here waiting for you all, and I'm just grateful to have you all alongside me for the experience. Thanks to Stuart Copeland for the music. Drummer for the Police doing music for Spyro, that's wild. And thank you to the developers for this wonderful game. After all, I just play games and bring them to you all with my own personal touches, but it's the magnificence of these designers, these game creators, and the vision that we all team up. We're all friends, and we're all here to bring you an experience to help your life get that little bit better. If it brings a smile to your face, or zonks you out and sends you to sleep, as long as it brings something nice to you, that's all that matters. Additional thanks not just to the people in the credits, but you, the viewer, for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing Spyro the Dragon to you, and I highly implore you, if you are interested in my voice or other creations, to check out my channel. I do other game playthroughs in my playlist section, as well as roleplays and other miscellaneous content. Now, this is normally where I would say bye, but I'm not quite done yet. I want to finish this on my own terms. So, I think it's time to go to one of my favorite worlds in Spyro the Dragon, just for the chill vibes. So, I'm gonna go to the world where I have my favorite track in the entire game. And I think that's a fitting way to close this series, bringing you something special as well as closing it out in a level that I think has just the most relaxed vibes possible. This is an ASMR video after all. Let's go into Dark Hollow. I feel like I belong there, somehow. So, from me to you, it is I, Alakazam ASMR, and my white lion. We all hope that you have a wonderful day, and you take it easy, my friends. Yeah, even the white tiger. Really appreciate your company. Thank you so much for watching Spyro the Dragon ASMR. I hope you enjoy. And remember, no matter who you are, or where you are, you have a wonderful time. As we have cleared the Artisan's world, the Peacekeeper's world, the Magic Crafter's world, the Dream Weaver's world, the Beastmaker's world, and finally taken down Gnasty Gnorc themselves and obtained the forbidden loot, and reaching 120% completion, we finally draw to a close. Spyro the Dragon ASMR. No matter who you are or where you are, I hope you have enjoyed this series, and please join me as I continue to explore more worlds and dimensions and other characters and video ideas. I'd be happy to have you along on my little adventures throughout the Shadow Realm and different multiverses. Until then, take care of yourself, my friends, and I'll see you soon. Spyro and Sparks, hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you in the next great adventure, my friends.